This is your boy said V. It's a bit windy, so I'm going to talk a little bit loud, I guess. Fuck it. You know, to talk about like a question I got about planning my life and what about what do my faith was like. Yeah, I can see where somebody can get it twisted, because of the fact that having faith does not make you not responsible, because otherwise people that go to church wouldn't put a donation in the basket, and people wouldn't go to work if they did. People wouldn't even go to college that they want if they weren't responsible enough to plan. Planning, planning, and faith are two different things, but they go together. It's like if you're in a church body or in a religious body, the belief is that whatever is bigger than you, you believe is there for your good. Like if you believe in God, okay, God sacrificed His life for you, but He wants you to do good. He wouldn't want you to do bad. But at the same time, don't you think He would want to know what you want? So it's more like a when you plan your life, the way I see it, my belief is like you compromising, you know, saying what you want to live. Because I believe that God wants you to live the life you want to live. You know what I mean? But at the same time, He wants you to live your life. You know what I mean? Because anybody could live a life, that's good, but they wouldn't value that life because it's not their life. You know what I mean? So that's why I ask people, like, does your church know you? Does your community know you? Does your hood know you? Because then you can like talk about what you want to be as an individual, as a person, so that that entity, so that body, so that higher power can actually help you achieve it in a positive way. So I mean, faith and being responsible. They're two different things, but they go in hand in hand. I mean, you could go to church and get a church life, and live like whatever life that could come at you, but you're not being responsible for your own life. You're not being responsible for yourself. You're just like, see what comes out. You might be happy, you might not. You know, I guess you have to go through religion, for yourself to figure it out. But at the same time, it's compromise. But at the end of the day, I truly believe that if you do have a God of your understanding, or a faith of your understanding, you know that it's to make you better, not to make you worse. So like planning your life isn't like going against the faith. It's more like you communicating with your faith and having a personal relationship with it. Because when you can plan your life and speak freely like that and expect your faith to like support you with it, then you actually have a relationship with your faith. But if you don't plan, I think you don't have a relationship with your faith, and you can't ask for anything or expect anything from it because you're not contributing yourself. And when you contribute yourself, you have plans, you have ideas, you know and they know how to get you there. But how are they going to get you to your plans and your ideas if you never share your plans and you never share your ideas with your faith or with your religion? So I don't know. I believe that, like, I don't know, me sharing my thoughts and opinions in a faithless world, it makes sense, because people that don't have faith can plan to be in my life, because it's also mechanical. But at the same time, having faith, helps support it actually coming to life. You know what I mean? Faith without works is dead. So, like, say if you didn't work in a faithful body, then you really couldn't expect to be supported by anybody else. And when I say that, is like, you had to go through some things to earn faith. And you had to earn some things to get in the hood. So it's like, if you did what you had to do to be in the hood, or you did whatever you had to do to get faith in a religion, then it's gonna be different, just like, you know what I mean? Whatever you do. So that's the way I see it. But at the same time, it's like, you want what you want. You know what I mean? And that's the whole purpose of having faith or being in the hood, is to be the person you want to be, not to be the person that somebody else wants to be. You know, it's crazy. Because at the same time, you're never gonna be God. And He suffered. So I mean, if you believe in God in that way, it's like He died for you to live. What's the point of being dead alive if you're not living the life you want to live? So that's why I plan my life and I share my life to, like, the people that support me in the faith body, or in whatever, whatever it changes into, because my faith changes into a bunch of things. It could be the hood, it changes every day. It could be anything, but it's about the message and like stuff like that. So like that's why I share it, because people actually listen. Like like if you don't believe in God, if you don't have faith, you still might need a bus ride tomorrow. So we're talking about wanting to start a bus company, you know might benefit you. So that might be something you want, but at the same time, through faith, that there are some faithful people, and there are some people that just know about life in the community, that somebody might be losing a truck, somebody may not be able to have payments, and it might be the perfect opportunity for me, and it might be the perfect opportunity for them to sell it to me, but so it's crazy shit like that, so that's why I should, because you have to remember that not everybody lives in a faithful or religious community, and like you have to share in all the ways, just like broadcasting radio, it goes to everybody, not just one place, otherwise you'd be closed circuit television and only few people could see shit, not everybody, but the more people that see it, the more opportunities you get, because you have to remember we live in a world, and in the world that we live in, there's a bunch of different social systems, and those social systems have bodies too. And in order to exist, you have to be able to connect with all those systems, but still be yourself. But I don't know. So I that's my viewpoint. You could disagree if you like, but that's my personal relationship with my faith and my belief, and it works for me, and that's all that really matters. It just has to work for me. It could work for you, but it doesn't have to work for you. So the purpose is to work for it works for me, and that's what happens for me, because that's the relationship that I have with my faith and with my beliefs, So I mean, it took a long time to get here. Yeah, I used to doubt it all the time. I used to doubt my faith. I used to doubt everything. Like, oh, if it cared about me, why would it put me through this? But with faith comes a lot of moments where faith does hit, bro. And it does make you go through shit, but it's to make you better. But when you're going through it for the first time and you've never seen anybody else go through it, you don't really understand it, So that's why I say I'm always grateful even when I'm bitching, because of the fact that at this point in my life, I see that life is a course, and like you don't get it until it's over. So like, until it's over, until we get to the blessing part where I see the blessing, you're a fucked up person, and I'm gonna do the basic routine and the basic whatever, but that's because I haven't completed the task yet, because there's different lives in this world. But anyways, it's your boy said me. I hope you could hear it, but I'll see if I drop another video.